Live from the Don and Lorena Meyer studio at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln College of Journalism and Mass Communications, this is Nebraska Nightly.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Dane Lyons.
And I'm Mackenzie Noble. Our top story tonight, Iran has attacked Israel. Earlier this afternoon, Iran launched a missile strike on two of Israel's population centers, Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Early reports say around 180 missiles were launched by Iran. Most of the missiles were intercepted or missed their mark. It is unclear at this time if any damage has occurred due to the attacks. President Biden ordered the U.S. military to, quote, aid Israel's defense hours after the attacks. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the U.S. and other allies of Israel had, quote, effectively defeated Iran's attack. The attack comes just days after Israeli forces killed the leader of Iran-backed terror group, Hezbollah. Israel's military signaled they will retaliate to this attack. Iran says they will deliver a, quote, crushing blow, end quote, to any Israeli attack.
Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio and Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota will meet this evening for the vice presidential debate.
Both candidates were born and raised in Midwest states. Walz has roots in Nebraska and Vance in Ohio. Their running mates are creatures of the coasts, as Trump was a New York businessman and Kamala Harris was a California Bay DA.
Viewers can expect 60-year-old Walz to review topics such as his origins growing up in Nebraska, how important his wife and children are, his experience as an educator, and his views on nationwide topics like abortion.
Meanwhile, 40-year-old Vance might bring up his own experiences growing up in Ohio, his views on the nuclear family, and how the next 4 years could affect Midwestern taxpayers.
On the debate floor, topics relating to immigration, military service, and national abortion will be some of the main topics discussed by the candidates.
Moderating the debate will be CBS Evening News anchor Nora O'Donnell and Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan.
The debate will start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. You can watch it on your local CBS News channel or on Paramount+. Former President Jimmy Carter turned 100 years old today. He is the first president in the history of the United States to reach his centennial birthday. Carter, who is known for his humanitarian work following his term in office, has been in home hospice care for 19 months. Carter, when asked about the milestone birthday, said he was, quote, only trying to make it to vote for Kamala Harris, end quote. Happy birthday, President Carter.
The Lincoln Electrical System has sent 2 crews to Washington, Georgia to give aid in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. The 2 squads have brought electricity back to more than half of the town. They will continue working with Washington until the city can stand on its own 2 feet. On the LES Facebook page, the company reports they are proud of their employees helping those in need. Hurricane Helene caused widespread destruction across the southeast. More than 100 deaths have been reported, and the storm has left millions without power.
Last week, Tri-Delta hosted its annual Delta House of Pancakes, one of its biggest fundraisers of the year for their philanthropy partner, St. Jude. Tri-Delta has partnered with St. Jude Children's Hospital for more than 25 years. Festivities included pancakes, sausage, and orange juice for donors, along with an opportunity to write cards of encouragement for St. Jude's patients. Tri-Delta's Vice President of Community Relations says it has been a very successful partnership, raising $100 million in the 25 years. The money has been crucial for St. Jude when it comes to helping families with costs and funding research projects. $4,600 was raised in this round of fundraising for the UNL branch of Tri-Delta.
Today marks the first day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as well as the first day in the Pink Patch Project. The Lincoln Police Department created the Pink Patch to bring awareness to the disease and its treatments. The State Patrol started their own patch back in 2023. And you can purchase the pink LPD patches for $10 via cash, check, or Venmo, and the patches can be purchased at all LPD stations, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Heartland Cancer Foundation.
We now go to Logan Slotman for our weekly weather report. Logan?
It's supposed to be really hot this weekend too, so we'll see about that. And windy.
I'm already
I've heard. I know.
Mild data, I have to say, as we have 80s over in the western part of the state, as we do got 70s in central Nebraska, and over in the eastern part of the state where we're going to see those upper 60s, as currently in Lincoln right now, it's currently 69 degrees. We're going to see a southeasterly wind of 3 miles per hour and a very low relative humidity. That's probably going to cause more problems as we get into tomorrow with even less and less humidity. taking a look at that current satellite and radar, we do have a bunch of those clouds over in the eastern part of the United States, but over in the Midwest and over in the West, we're really not going to be seeing a bunch of those clouds. As we zoom into Nebraska, we'll probably just have a couple of cirrus clouds covering the eastern part of the state. As current satellite and radar for Nebraska, nothing much, no rain, just some radar interference over in Denver. While taking a look in the future with our NAMS model, it's going to be the same thing, and no precipitation, and not a lot of that rain is going to be coming in, just maybe more gusty winds as throughout the day as we do see those high pressures and some cold fronts roll through the area. While taking a look at our current fronts over the next 3 days, currently we do see a cold front that's making its way up from Michigan down to Texas, but that's going to be pushing its way out to the East Coast, just leaving a bunch of high pressure in the areas. That's going to allow to build a lot more of that warm heat, which we'll be seeing warmer temperatures throughout the day. As we go into Wednesday's front, we'll see a low pressure go in the area, but we'll have a cold front still above, and cold front will still move over on the east. And same thing with Thursday too, high pressure. So a lot of that warm air is going to be able to soak into the atmosphere. While talking about those rain chances, how I said it's none, virtually it is none. As from Wednesday all the way on to next Tuesday, 0% for the next 7 days. While taking a look at later conditions for Capital City, it'll be 47 degrees with a southerly wind of 5 to 8 miles per hour, mostly clear, and we could have some gusts up to 16 miles per hour. While taking a look at tomorrow's forecast, it should be 85, so more warmer than we did see today, but it'll be sunny and breezy where we can see gusts all the way up to 29 miles per hour blowing from the southwest. While taking a look at your week ahead, those summer-like temperatures may be back, even though it's the start of October. As we go to Saturday, we'll be seeing 93 degrees for that Nebraska-Rutgers game, so quite hot, but overall, we're going to be seeing mostly sunny conditions, but also just mainly in the 80s, with the only day below 80 would be that Monday with the 14-day temperature outlook. We're still going to be seeing warm weather, not just for this week, but even the week ahead. And same thing for that precipitation. Is probably going to be higher chances of no precipitation, so that rain drought is still going to continue. That's all I have for the weather today. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Logan. This weekend, Husker volleyball picked up another big win.
And the football team reflects on last Saturday's win.
Stick around, sports is next on Nebraska Nightly.
Sports picked up a few wins last week. Sports reporter Zoe Leggett has more. Zoe?
Volleyball matched up against USC this past Sunday in their second Big Ten showdown. The return of former Husker Allie Batenhorst was emotional, but volleyball still needed to be played. To the action-packed first set we go. The Huskers taking the floor inside the Bob Devaney Center. First set, Bergen Riley sets Andy Jackson for the big kill. Huskers take set 25-18. Second set, Merritt Beeson with the diving save. Harper Murray follows with a kill. Nebraska would take the set 25-22. Nebraska looking for the sweep as Andy Jackson ties it up at 5. Huskers would go down to sweep the Trojans in 3 sets. The Huskers are back on the road this Thursday against Illinois. Moving from the court to the field, Nebraska picked up a gritty road win last Saturday in West Lafayette. The Huskers held control for the majority of the game in Ross-Ade Stadium. While it took until the second quarter for any team to score, the Matt Rule squad dominated throughout, leading the Boilermakers in all forms of yardage and time of possession. Freshman Ja'Cory Barney Jr. was a standout, as the Miami native had 94 yards from the line of scrimmage.
You know, we knew they'd come to compete after they've had 2 tough weeks. Got back home, playing at home. Changed up their defense, put 4 back at the edge. I hope he's okay. I think he's one of the best players we'll play against this year. I have so much respect for the way he plays, and so it looked like he got banged up. So I'm not sure what that was. It was a close game in the fourth quarter. You know, the narrative is always we can't win close games. It was a close game. We won it. So we just turned it. It didn't look like a close game at the end, but we made the plays in the fourth quarter to win the game, and I'm proud of the guys for that.
The Huskers will return home this upcoming weekend for their homecoming game against undefeated Rutgers squad. Aren't you guys excited about this weekend for Husker sports?
I am super excited. Really looking forward to it. It's actually my birthday weekend.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Happy
it is.
birthday.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's hope they can pull out a win just for
I
you.
know. It's my birthday themed Nebraska football, right? So, well, coming up after the break, everything you need to know about homecoming week.
Yeah. What time is it again?
It's 11:57.
Oh my gosh, no, I have homework.
It's okay, you still have 3 minutes.
You're right. I'll pull it up on my phone. Oh my gosh, 50 questions. How am I supposed to do this?
Well, if you were built different, you could do it.
No!
Don't let it happen to other Big Ten schools. Go to saveourdinos.org to learn more.
Tonight on Nebraska Nightly. Well, it's a big weekend here in Lincoln, and Gracie Jones is here with all the details. Gracie?
UNL Homecoming presents the Battle of the Bands competition. It will feature 6 local bands that include UNL students. The bands will compete for the spot as the final 2 bands will perform during Cornstalk. The battle will be at the Bourbon Theater Wednesday night at 7:30. This event is free and open to UNL students with their event pass. Speaking of Cornstalk, homecoming is in full swing at UNL. There is a food drive, blood drive, a big festival, and so much more. Students can support the Husker Pantry and fellow students at Nebraska through a food drive. Students can also participate in the state's biggest blood drive of the year. The week will end with the Cornstalk Festival. Guests can watch the homecoming parade, enjoy mocktails, face painting, and crafts. There will also be a variety of food trucks that are free for students with an end card. At the end of the festival, the finalists from the Battle of the Bands will perform. Looking for all canine Cornhusker fans, Hiking Dog Company presents Husker Homecoming Team Spirit Party. Show your Husker pride by dressing up your pup and yourself in team gear. They will provide treats for all humans and dogs to enjoy. It will be on Wednesday, October 2nd at the Gateway Mall from 5 to 7 p.m. Visit the Hiking Dog Company's Facebook page for more information and to sign up.
Well, I'm super excited for homecoming. It's like my
So am
favorite
I.
week of the year. So are you going to the game this weekend?
I'm actually not. I'm flying home this weekend, but I'll make sure to enjoy it from the comfort of my couch.
Okay, good. Yes, I know. My family is coming to town. It's going to be a big ordeal this weekend, guys, but I'm really excited.
Me too.
So hopefully it goes well. Anyway, Nebraska Nightly is a production of the University of Nebraska's College of Journalism and Mass Communications.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week on Nebraska Nightly.